Hey, real estate investors. I know that picking the best real estate accountant for your business is crucial to the success of your business and crucial to the relationship that you can build with that accountant. So today's video, I want to give you 5 tips that you can utilize in helping you pick the best real estate accountant for your business. By the way, if you are new to watching any of my content, my name is Nikki Burns, and I help real estate investors build 6 to 7 figure businesses and pay the least amount in taxes so they can buy more real estate and expand their investment portfolio. So let's get started. So the first tip that I want to give you is to pick a real estate accountant that specializes in your industry. Now, doing so will help you find that expert or that authority figure accountant that knows the ins and outs of your business, because they will know all of the different tax strategies and the different credits and deductions that you can take in your business. And also they will know how to manage your books for your business the most efficient way. Now, I must tell you that your accountant is not going to know every single thing about your industry, because laws are always changing. There's always room to grow and learn more. So if anybody knew everything about one particular industry, then we would all be perfectionists. And perfection is not what this world is all about. No one is perfect. No one knows every single thing unless you're God. Other than that, we're not perfectionists at all. We all make mistakes. We have to learn from our mistakes. And the only way for us to grow and become better is to continue learning about whatever subject we are learning about, which would be, in this video, would be real estate. So moving on to the second tip that I can give you, and that is focusing on value and the results that your real estate accountant can deliver to you, and not focusing on credentials. Now, what I mean by the credentials, I mean someone that has a CPA license or an enrolled agent. Yes, it's nice to have those credentials under your belt as an accountant, but that should not be your focus when you are choosing the best real estate accountant for your business. I've witnessed situations where there's someone who's a CPA and they don't know anything about your industry, or they don't even know the ins and outs of how to do, a particular job that a CPA would know. So just because someone has a credential doesn't necessarily mean that they are an expert in your field. So you want to focus on what values and results can they deliver to you. Focus on what they can do for you. So that'll be a question that you will be asking yourself when you're selecting these real estate accountants. What can you do for me? It's all about you as the investor. Whether you need help with increasing your cash flow, meeting payroll, evicting tenants in the most professional and most efficient manner, getting financing to buy more real estate. Whatever the problem is that you are trying to resolve or you need help with, that is something that your accountant should be able to help you with. And I want to give you a story. I want to tell you a little story about something like that too. So I had a friend that I used to work with. This was many years ago. She knew the whole accounting side of a business. So she knew the accounts receivable side and the accounts payable side. Now, you may not know this terminology, but the whole story is that she knew her role. She knew accounting. And so she tried to apply for an accounting position, but she was denied and rejected because she did not have a bachelor's degree. But the person that they hired in that position had a bachelor's degree, but they didn't know how to do the job. They didn't know accounting. So she ended up having to train that person for a position that she was turned down for. So remember, you have to go for someone who can deliver you value and who can deliver you results, and not go for their credentials, because the credentials isn't everything. Now, you may need someone that has credentials for certain accounting aspects that are more advanced, such as, IRS representation. Someone that does not have a CPA license or an EA license which are certified public accountants or enrolled agents. Someone who does not have those credentials cannot represent you before the IRS during a tax audit or any kind of audit that you incur. They can assist you and give you advice on how to get through that audit, but they cannot speak on your behalf because they don't have those credentials. So sometimes it's necessary for someone to have those credentials, but do not focus on credentials when you are selecting your real estate accountant. So the third tip I can give you is to look at reviews for that particular business. So if there's a business that has 1 million reviews, but they have a 3.3 star rating, does not sit well with me. If I were looking for an accountant, I wouldn't want to do business with that business, because apparently if you have 1 million reviews and majority of them are giving you bad ratings, then there is something that particular accountant is not doing to satisfy their needs. Just do your research and do thorough research. Conduct thorough research before you make a decision, because you don't want to rush. So moving on to the fourth tip that I can give you, and that is asking for referrals. Now, you may know your family and friends or your other co-workers or your other co-real estate investors that you know who uses a particular accountant, and they probably been using them for many, many years, so they have a great relationship with them that they can refer you to. So asking for referrals is another option that you can utilize to help you pick the best real estate accountant. Now, even though your friends and family give you referrals, you still will want to do your research too, and check out the referrals that they give you. Do a little more research on them, and don't just go with them just because that they say that, hey, this is the best person. Just do a little more research, because even sometimes your family and friends could give you a bad referral. So you want to do your research and pick the one who's going to deliver you value, because what they've delivered for your family and friends may not be the value that you are looking for. And the fifth tip that I can give you is to build a connection with your potential real estate accountant. So have an in-person meeting with them, get to know them a little bit more before you make that decision in picking them. Get on the phone, chat with them, see what they can do for you. And even if you can't meet in person face to face, do a video call. Ask for a video call. That way you can meet them personally. You can see what they look like. You can see how they react. So just to do a quick recap on everything that we talked about. So the first tip is find someone who specializes in your industry. The second tip is focus on the real estate accountant that can give you value and results, and not their credentials. The third tip that I can give you is to read their reviews. The fourth tip that I can give you is ask for referrals from your family and friends. And the fifth tip that I can give you is to build a connection with that potential real estate accountant. Now, if you received value in all of this information, or you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. And if you want to speak with me personally, or potentially see if we could be a good fit to work together, then click that link below to book a call with me. And that way I can, connect with you and build that connection with you and see how we could be a good fit together and be able to help your business grow. So until then, I will see you all on the next video.